It's not only that do you meet the guys that do it right or have success doing something, Dave, I really believe that the most valuable thing that, I got or that other people that I've talked to, other leaders across this country, the biggest thing that they get, there's a lot of reasons to attend, right? You get legal updates on what's coming down the pipeline. You get sales, what's hot, what's not, trends, what's going on in the lead world, what we need to do, what other people are expecting, how much are they paying per lead. Operational stuff is out there as well, efficiencies. But at the end of the day, I think, and you said it earlier, it's all about the people. I really believe the best reason to go to this event, and I do kind of want to make it about why to go to this event, because we have researched a lot of other events out there, and other events are not the same thing. They have a true agenda where your event is about, okay, come out to this event, meet other people that are in your shoes, establish meaningful relationships with them that go past the couple days that you're there. And if you have certain gaps in your business, maybe you knew about going into it, or maybe you didn't know going into the show or the event. Now you have an opportunity to really lock down and identify with other folks that are in your shoes, CEOs, but also, you have some of the best sponsors and partners that are out there that are modern tools that make efficiencies actually happen, that help you onboard, that help you take this idea and this willingness to do this. This way, when you go back into your business, you're actually able to implement that because you have help from the sponsors, partners, or from somebody on your team. And, I think that it's a really a fun event where it's laid back, but very purposeful. And I think that the number one reason, like I said, to attend is just to kind of take a step out of your business, think about it, meet other folks that are similar to you, to let you know you're not in this kind of thing alone. And other people are going through the ebbs and flows just as you are. Do you have anything to add to that on kind of what you think is the best part about going to, in particular, your show?
Well, to do that, I have to go back into my personal history. Prior to starting this business in 1963, I came out of I came out of the service, and I hadn't completed high school. I got a GED to get my high school diploma, and did my undergraduate studies at Temple University in Philadelphia, and I got my undergraduate degree in business. And then since then, I have educational points in the studying of human behavior, behavioral psychology. But what made me successful was the system. When I sold my company in 1974, I sold my company a long time ago, almost 50 years. When I sold that company, we were doing $60 million a year. No company in the industry retail came anywhere near that. We were the largest home improvement company in the United States. I had 147 salespeople, and we did, as I say, 60 million plus in a given year. That's the foundation. That's not what we teach today. We teach a more modern aspect of it. But the whole foundation is experiential. And I'm often asked to appear on platforms with a lot of other speakers, and sometimes I go and sometimes I won't. And if I have to sit in the audience and listen to some guy say, well, we sell 75% of all the leads we get in, he ain't going to get to heaven talking like that. And he's not going to get much believability by anybody who knows anything about the business. But if you say fundamentally, here's a plan, and the plan has to be one you as an individual can work with.
Yeah.
Now, I have a great deal of admiration for the people in this business. I'm not condemning them. What I'm saying is not criticizing you. I'm criticizing the industry for not have done more to enable us to compete with all of these changes that are going on. And some of that's not true. And we get people in there who give you all sorts of flamboyant stuff. We'll tell you the importance of getting involved with artificial intelligence and all the issues. We have great clients. Engage is one of our clients as an example, and Real is one of our clients. So we see this in the perspective of those options for you. But they're not going to do the job for you. They'll help you to do the job when you understand it. Now, wrap it up this way. I get asked all kinds of things. And I did a one on conserving profitability investing. I just did that about 90 days ago. And on the air, the guy said, so what do you think of Bitcoin? And I said, I don't even know it. I don't understand it. And I don't invest anything I can't see and touch. I'm not a gambler. I love football, but I don't bet on the Super Bowl. I have opinions and theories that are based on fundamental truths. So I'm saying to you, don't assume anything. Assume only that you have the capability. It takes your ingenuity to the point that you go to these meetings and you go to a seminar and you interact with the people, you ask questions, you visit these various providers because there's people in there that do things that you never even thought were available to you, and then fundamentally set a plan to do those things. So I don't want to give you a brief answer to a complex question, but that's as good as I can make it within the confines of what we're doing here today.
Dave, I have one final question for you. What is the earliest lesson that you learned that you have carried with you throughout your entire life and still use today?
You cannot know what you do not know. I am a bug on education. I'm a heavy reader. I have a very wide vocabulary, but I also have an interest in the fundamentals of business. And we take complex business accounting systems. We don't get into accounting, GAAP, but we'll show everybody how to use a simplified intermittent statements, the ones that you get every month. We'll show them how to do that. People aren't willing to invest in knowing what they have to know. And so you'll meet, and you don't have to have a college education. You'll hear the guy kicking off the program. He's got an MBA from Harvard. And I'll have a guy sitting right in this audience. And one of the guys that worked for me in the same thing, who just sold their companies for over $20 million, and they don't even have a high school education. But fundamentally, they are educated to understand the way the customer feels, the customer thinks, and what society will gauge them or call them as they perform their task. And that's a whole lot to ask of people. But there are people growing their business right now are going to become superpowers.
You got to make the choice to do it, right? And to be a student and always be a student. Dave, that is about, I want to be aware of our time. I appreciate you joining us. It has been an absolute pleasure to connect with you. I look forward to spending a little bit more time with you in Houston as well. And thank you again for joining us on Power Chat.
Okay. And I say to every listener, come to Houston. I'll be there. My son, Brad, runs the show, but I'll be there participating in the program. And I never have a loss for words.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Again, I'm Greg Cummings, CEO of Power100. I want to thank you for joining us. I will have some links in the description below. This way you can get to all the details of the Houston event, the Peak Profit Summit. And hopefully we'll see you there. And as always, power up.